Hi. I'm gonna give this game a try. I've been wanting to play it, but I've seen that there's been like mixed reviews, and it's a night dive enhanced. They're usually like really good with everything I've played that they've enhanced, and I don't know. I guess people are just being purists. But hopefully, I can play this pretty well. The game is randomized. Early in the 21st century, the Tyrell Corporation advanced robot evolution into the Nexus phase, a being virtually identical to human known as a replicant. The Nexus 6 replicants were superior in strength and agility, and at least equal in intelligence to the genetic engineers who created them. Replicants were used off-world as slave labor in the hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. After a bloody mutiny of the Nexus 6 combat team, and an off-world colony, replicants were declared illegal on Earth under penalty of death. Special police squads, Blade Runner units, had orders to shoot to kill upon declaration of any trespassing replicant. This is not called execution, it was called retirement.
I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runcer, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't let's forget who pays your salary. We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait, I haven't finished with you. I told you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I. That is the price for humanity.
Please.
I mean, this guy kinda deserves it.
What else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Not my animals, please.
I don't think the pigeon deserves it.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
VR 61661, report to precinct headquarters, code 3, repeat code 3.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the second sector.
You know, I never watched the Blade Runner version where frickin' Harrison Ford does voiceover.
VR 61661, report to division headquarters, code 3, repeat code 3.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on client's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew. Year and a half on the job, it was still the dirtiest work I'd seen. Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden's sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover. Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Hey, what about Deckard?
Animal murder done at Runciter Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runciter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Slumming tonight, Slim?
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
Couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put him on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runciter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're
Let's
all
say,
overdue for a little off-road paid vacation.
Aren't the animals replicants?
You can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Did it desync a bit?
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
No self-respect.
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it. Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming. Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high. Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and 1 of aggravated assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runciter holding up?
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
At least 2. Bloody footprints all over the scene.
Must be a delightful sight. Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
I never did appreciate art.
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Make sure the lab boys run them through the mainframe, human and rep.
Oh my god, he looks
Judging from
awful.
the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair. McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act.
Oh my god.
She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was 2 men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent. My precious one. She was my baby.
No, kill! Kill!
All my animals.
Kill! Damn it.
You got any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of chinions worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that. I believe this is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
Okay.
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts? My precious one. She was my baby.
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron coat. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
Don't be saying that about
She came to me with a
14-year-old.
reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there. I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
She used to eat over there. Where?
See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment. Here you are. My precious one. She was my baby.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you. A toy dog. Well, isn't that cute? A candy bar. Yuck.
Yuck.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself. It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft. The small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance.
I feel like we should watch the tape somehow.
Got anything new for me, Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. We got the animal corpses from Runciter's, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runciter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Anamoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
And they're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week. Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinner drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runciter's is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Colvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy! Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Guzzo was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Guzzo could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Jesus.
Peachy. You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
Nothing else?
Hit the lock, Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Target and shoot all threats. Do not shoot innocents. Confirm target as hostile before shooting.
This is very, Did I get shot? Oh, that was a baby? How long is this?
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
Next station. Going this way. Okay. Damn it.
Completed sequence. Proceed.
I'm kind of horrible at this. What the fuck? They show up? Oh my god!
Completed sequence.
Jesus Christ.
Proceed to next station.
This is a very elaborate shooting range.
Completed all sequences. Proceed to exit.
Get first. That was the first place. I did horrible! What did they expect from you?
Scanning video disk. 2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Run sitter crime scene.
This always, like, fascinates me. How, like, it changes the angles and everything. Like, freaking, Cyberpunk took this, idea and they ran with it when they were thinking of BDs.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
Hard copy.
What do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
I'm surprised he heard me from over there.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it. Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I didn't know the Rastafarian. The Asian fellow was one of our ex-members. Izo was his name.
How long did you know him for?
Let's see. I met him about 5 years ago. He seemed so smart and balanced. He really wanted to help the replicant people.
Then what?
He started associating with the more militant factions. I was astounded when I heard he was supplying weapons to some of them.
What kind of weapons?
Guns so new that even the police had hardly used them, I heard.
I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir, we're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, Detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk.
I don't think so, but... Hey, let's see.
I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective. She already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care...
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down.
What the fuck?
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
Oh, here.
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer. Using the first words that come into your mind, describe your childhood.
Safe. Protected. Loved.
You're crying. Why is that?
Crying? It's nothing to be ashamed of. I might cry for any number of reasons.
I'll bet. Your child comes home with a black eye.
I'd call the school.
You're giving a speech to a crowd of hundreds. First, one person starts to laugh. He leans over and says something to the people around him. Soon the whole audience is roaring with laughter and pointing at you.
That's insulting.
Hitting too close to home?
That never happened. And even if it did, well, if I have to be scorned to get my message out, then that's what I'm going to do.
You're visiting the dentist. At the receptionist's desk is a huge bowl of fresh-cut flowers.
That's illegal, isn't it? I'd mention it to the secretary.
A teacher calls you stupid in front of the rest of the class.
I try to do better next time.
You notice someone attractive across the room.
If I thought the attraction was mutual, I would ask her out for coffee or lunch.
It's the first day of school and the teacher calls on you.
I'd hope I knew the correct answer.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I try to help him, of course. Buy him dinner or take him to a shelter.
Ah.
You've been drafted into the army. During a boot camp hazing, you're bound, blindfolded, and forced to eat worms.
Hazing's illegal.
Oh, yeah. You're really worried about breaking the law. Wonder why I'm the one on this side of the bars.
Civil disobedience has a long history in our world.
So does genocide, but I ain't out butchering my neighbors.
Test terminated.
I didn't stop it. Ow.
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen. McCoy, LPD, I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
You're a pretty smart-looking cat. You want to make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a boat.
Got to mix more out back.
Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
Excuse me, pal. Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful. Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new sushi.
What's real fresh time?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up. No one else. Clean as a whistle.
You're Prince Howie. Howie says you're a master chef.
You not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. I'm looking for a girl, about 14 years old with pink hair. You seen her?
I don't know her.
There's a test I'd like you to take. It won't take too long.
Test? What kind of test?
Kind of a personality test. Totally routine.
Routine? Ah.
Oh my.
A big guy run past here?
Hey, maybe spare some chinion?
Sorry, pal. All I got are hundreds.
Hey, that'd work.
Hey, Pop. Totally uninteresting.
Oh, that just happened?
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that. I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moon bus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out into Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
I'll say, is the magic really just, oh, he came at me with a fucking butcher knife.
Yuck. Yuck.
Your floor number, please.
Roof. Ground floor.
What's on the ground floor first? Nothing.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job, and the retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner.
Who's the best dog in the whole world?
Maggie, come here, girl. Good doggy. Good doggy. Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Apparently that was Act 1.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say... Oh!
Little chihuahua.
Can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred chihuahua, and he's totally real.
It's totally real.
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? And your test studies, contacts, the whats?
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the True Life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row.
You one miserable package man.
No! No, please, don't!
Pick up.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Oh, very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runstetter deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
No messages. I'm in demand. McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row. Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed, not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the Grav Lab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates? Jesus.
I seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up. I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story, but I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him. Disgusting. This earring yours?
Maybe it belonged to that other cop who was up here, the babe with the shades and the cigarettes.
Ain't her style. Call her babe to her face, you're liable to end up with a severe limp. You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Lagging behind again?
Guza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still putting the pieces together. It's all stored in Esper's mainframe. You hear about the Moonbus massacre?
Gaff mentioned it.
Could be our cases are overlapping. I might keep you posted.
Do that. You friendly with Eisendaler?
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisendaler, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside, and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Scrub test chief engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
You know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisendaler's moo-moo fit in?
Hey, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture. You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security's tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisendaler's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees. I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Does this badge mean anything to you? You know who deals in insects down here?
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish. Fish are good. I have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No, thanks. I got a dog at home.
Fish just as good as dog.
No, my dog is real.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Let's get back to insects. Official LPD business.
Down at end of Animal Row, you see big green sign? You try there. Good luck with dog, friend. Hope he stays healthy.
She. This your work?
Ah, the dragon.
Dragon?
See? Anosoptera. Dragonfly late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. State item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to trade for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend? You come back later.
I'll do that.
You take care, chasing the dragon. Careful, senor. You're poison.
Scorpions?
See? Finest quality. Perhaps you purchased one?
I don't think so. They're beautiful, though. Never seen one before.
Oh, that'd be too, senor. Handsome man like you has lady friend, of course.
All my girl cares about is food and love.
Oh, how romantic. What is this girl's name?
Maggie.
Maggie. Ah, Maggie, senor. It's perfect, is it not?
I'm a little strapped for cash right now.
Too bad for your Maggie, huh?
I don't think she loves me for my money.
You hold on to her like life itself, see? Someone like that is rare these days.
Don't I know it?
Might I interest you in a snake, noble one?
Not today, thanks. You know anything about insects?
I regret that I do not, noble one, save that I feed them to my snakes.
You do what?
Artificial ones, of course. The safeguards in the design of my snakes would not allow them to swallow a real insect.
I assume that this insect is already extinct.
They all died after the war, yes.
So the fakes must be pretty expensive.
If bought in bulk, the price is acceptable. They do not need to eat them, of course, but the added realism is worth every penny. Have you ever seen such craftsmanship?
Right now, I'm more interested in the insect.
Perhaps you should ask the Peruvian woman next door. She's an expert on such things and will cut a wonderful deal to friends.
That a 45 blaster under your coat, or you just happy to be here?
You got good eyes.
They ought to be. They're the only organs of mine that survived the Phobos Wars intact.
Ray McCoy, Rep Detect.
Blade Runner, huh?
Jesus. Jesus.
How come I never heard of you?
I just got assigned.
Yeah, I'm kind of buddies with Davy Holden. How's he doing?
Word is he's gonna be okay.
That skin job must have been pretty damn quick getting by Davy like that. He's the best in the business.
He'll be back on the job soon. You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? 'Cause I know them police-issue spitballs just don't cut it.
Not these days.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph. I got a few clips around here somewhere, if you got the chin yen for it.
Okay, let's have it.
You want to make it as a Blade Runner? You ought to do your own investigations.
Step up, step up. Mama Isabella cooked you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
McCoy, LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions? They always need answers.
You send a lot of deliveries over to Marcus Eisendaler at the Tyrell building?
Eisendaler. Oh, Eisendaler, yeah. Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead. That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only 30 chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
Thanks for your time. I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that. A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Give me a hard copy of that. That weapon shipment just came in. You got the paperwork handy?
Why? You got a pressing need to rummage through my private files?
Yeah, I forgot you were keeping your lacy underthings in there. Look, Jack, I just want to see what they're charging for a crate of rifles these days.
Too damn much if you ask me, especially at the rate the assault teams are losing them. I guess there ain't no harm in it.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
We get a new weapons shipment?
Yeah, Guza requisitioned a couple of cases for the assault teams.
Let me guess. He's planning on taking out a small city.
Lieutenant's a big believer in overkill.
2 minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most authentic anyone can get.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Giza.
You move a lot of valuable goods through here? Valuable and exotic?
How exotic?
We're talking exceptionally fine jewelry in the shape of a dragonfly.
They were so majestic. I remember them from my childhood. And that was the last time I've seen them.
It's very important that I find out about this. Can you help me?
If I see something, and you can match whatever my collectors will pay, it's all yours.
Thanks a million. Ever consort with a group called CARS? C-A-R-S?
CARS. What is that?
Citizens Against Replicant Slavery.
I don't have time for such pursuits.
How about Spencer Gregorian?
The same goes for him, whoever he is.
Funny, because he described you to a T. Even down to that stupid little ponytail you got.
It's called a trauma.
What would you say if I told you Gregorian named you as one of the people who was there when the Tyrell building blew up?
There's a mistake somewhere along the chain of communication.
So, you're denying all involvement?
I won't lie to you, Detective. There was a time in my life when I might have been involved in such an organization. I actually cared. But now, all I care about is my business. I am nothing but a humble salesman. Perhaps I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
I've seen plenty of photographs in my time.
Have you ever seen this?
Locked.
Now we're fucking getting somewhere.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Ezo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. The exact arms that renegade replicants would be looking for to survive in the big city.
I am not about to have all my hard work obliterated just because you stumbled into my shop, Detective. Westerners need guns and hardware. All I need is will.
Freeze, Yoshi!
Ezo.
Whatever. Been keeping yourself busy?
I'll be out of lockup within the hour.
Your little skin job friend's gonna take up a collection to bail you out, or you got it saved up?
Maybe I got friends in high places.
Yeah, and if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. What are you doing here, Slim?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I've been tracking this boy for a week. He thinks he's pretty clever. He's a material witness in a case I'm working. In fact, your best buddy's a replicant, isn't he? The big guy with the dreadlocks. What's his name again?
Hallucinate often?
That's okay. You'll be giving him up to me soon enough.
What's a weird
I can handle
name?
it from here, Slim. Why don't you go buy yourself a lollipop? Something else to suck on.
Very clever.
But I wasn't trying to be.
Hey, pal.
What's shaking, baby? Haven't I seen you around these parts before?
Could be. I get around.
You ever get down to Nightclub Row, you ought to check out my act. I'm just warming up the room, but it's better than a kick in the pants, you dig?
What kind of stuff do you do?
What kind of... You kidding, baby? I do it all! I am the direct extension of Frankie, Sammy D, and Dino Martini.
Who?
Man, you really
Me?
must be dozing in Squaresville if you're asking who the voice is. You know, old Blue Eyes. The chairman of the board? Sinatra, man.
The guy's been dead for 20 years.
Well, you're gonna remember the name Gordo Frizz, just like old Blue Eyes. I ain't on the Marquis of Early's just yet, but it's coming, I promise you.
You seen any suspicious-looking people around here?
Hell no. I mean, a lot of wackos cool their heels down here, but they're anything but suspicious.
Hey, pal. I've seen you before.
What? What you do, huh?
Excuse me.
Deliveries to where?
LPD, I got a couple of questions.
Always talk. You wait. You no take up time. Busy.
Marcus Eisendaler is dead.
Okay, we talk. Quick. What you want?
You were close to Eisendaler?
Eisendaler? No time for him. No go to lab. Eisendaler test off-world gravity to work important organs. Visual center, you see?
Marcus is dead.
To work hard all night, all day, no stop, no break, no OT.
Did you hear me?
Of course I hear you. You think I'm deaf? Your time more important, huh? Eisendaler dead. Miraji may be dead. You out chasing skirts.
Miraji?
You eat supper with Miraji every night, no fail. Sometimes Chinese, sometimes Indian, sometimes home cooked. Sometimes we go up and eat with twins.
Miraji didn't show. Did you call him?
Hey, call. I knocked. 10 minutes ago. Door locked. No answer. Where you come from, huh?
What?
Nothing.
Tell me this.
Hey, wait. LPT, you there for something, huh? LPT? I'm very busy. Eyes won't wait for nothing.
Alright. I hope you enjoy getting your jacket stolen.
What's going on? Who did this?
Help me, sir. Please, help me. It is going to blow.
What the fuck? What?
Wait, maybe I can disarm it.
No! There is no time! And he said, if you touch it...
What?
What's going on? Who did this?
Help me, sir. Please, help me. It is going to blow. Run! Run!
It took me the second to realize he was handcuffed.
Hold on, an ambulance will be coming.
You must warn the twins. Up there. Up the stairs.
The twins? Did they do this?
No. Tall man with dreadlocks. The bomber. And another with beard. Piercing eyes.
What did they want?
The DNA information took God, forgive me. I told them about the twins.
Don't shoot. McCoy, Rep Detect, BR 61661.
What do you know about this?
Got a dead man here, victim of an explosion. His name was Miraji. He was able to give me a description of the two perps just before he bought the farm.
Yeah? They skin jobs? Or you just in the right place at the wrong time?
I'm practically waxing their tails, officer. I'm that close. But I don't have a lot of time. You mind,
Mopping up here? Just do me a favor and kick some rep ass, okay? It's high time someone got them illegals off the street.
Appreciate it.
This is 32 Sector 3 reporting a homicide.
He's so louder.
Terrorism.
He's like talking right on the mic.
Don't miss anything.
There ain't nothing left, Detective.
I can't go in there.
The guy who'd set the bomb had been sloppy. He kept the charge small enough to leave the wall standing. If he just wanted to take out Miraji, this was overkill. If my instincts were right, he was the same joker who lit up the Tyrell building. Dangerous, but still an amateur. The vid phone was one of those old Zenith jobs, the last electronic tech that was still produced on this continent, in Mexico to be exact. No wonder the sucker was on the blink. I've gotten all I can from that.
Hello, Luther. Hello, Vance. You have no new messages and one saved voice-only message. Would you like to hear the saved message again?
Absolutely.
Hello, it's JF Sebastian.
Sebastian!
I hope you guys are all right. I tried to talk to Dr. Terrell about your reinstatement, reemployment, but I haven't been able to get through to him yet. He's kind of angry, and you know what a cool customer he is. I don't know what happened between you guys, but I'm still trying. If you want to get together, I'm still at the Bradbury. I'll be here all night.
Message saved automatically. To delete, please state your deletion security number.
Not right now. Thanks.
The pleasure is all ours at Sino Bell.
You got a sheet or something we could cover him with?
Nah, nothing. Cold Cup boys have been dragging ass.
Oh, hey Chew. Guess what?
What you want? I'm busy.
Listen to me.
Busy. You not delivery man. You go away. Distraction all day long. Never stop. Loud noises on the street. Beep, beep, boom, 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 boom. Always make me rub eyes.
That'd be Dermo design burning to the ground.
Oh? What of Miraji?
He didn't make it.
You leave now, okay? Very busy. Must work.
You mentioned twins.
Yes. Luther and Lance. Siamese twins. Live about Miraji.
They're genetic designers?
Were. Till last month. Got the boot. Shit can.
From who?
Big boss. Who else? And if I didn't tell them, you go ask them. I waste no more time. You think I nose around everybody's business, huh?
What about this Lance? What kind of guy is he?
Why, he like Luther, only different. Don't know which.
That's so?
One long hair, talk a lot, always make deal. Other more quiet, work much harder.
What kind of deals?
Sell this, sell that, no matter what weather. Like salesman. Very hard to take, no trust, no way.
Did Lance sell something to Runsiter?
Who? Never heard of Runsiter. No time for charades. Sound like this, sound like that, look like this.
What's Sebastian been up to lately?
Sebastian? He do what always do, nervous system. Very important to Dr. Terrell.
Where do I find him?
He had old building down the alley. Bradbury Hotel, I think. You walk down the alley, you find it.
Miraji's some kind of DNA designer?
Yeah, subcontractor like me. He funny though, like old movies. Miraji master chef. Twins go crazy when he cooks.
On the alley, huh? Oh damn. Yeah, so what when when Roy Batty confronted Chu, he didn't have to go far? Goddamn, Sebastian, your apartment complex is scary as fuck.
It was some kind of freakish toy. Half mechanical, half organic. Rep technology for sure, but no one was going to give me any retirement bonus for it. It was some kind of freakish toy. Half mechanical, half organic. Rep technology for sure, but no one was going to give me any retirement bonus for it. It wasn't a rep and it wasn't human, and it still gave me the willies.
Oh. The fuck?
That'll do, Sadiq.
Enough!
Oh, you think he found us, man?
One of the design subcons must have talked. Unstable personalities, to say the least.
Told you we should have blown up the old block.
It would have created problems down the line.
We got problem now, man.
This one? He's not a problem. He's an opportunity.
An opportunity.
My friend. I expected so much more from you.
I'm thinking our brother not hearing too good.
Oh, he hears us. Isn't that right, McCoy?
You ready to give up fruitless nightmare, man? Come back to family?
He doesn't have a choice. He never did.
Let me kill him, man.
No.
We got no time to be patient. The gal, she's sick. She not gonna get no better.
That's where you're wrong, Sadiq. She will live.
Maybe. But this one, he got it coming bad.
Believe me, he's the least of our problems.
You're talking crazy. The hunter be dangerous.
A fool sees not the same tree a wise man sees.
I'm no fool, man.
You must have a little faith, my friend. Without contraries is no progression.
How can you trust any of their kind?
We have been manipulated by them, correct? Now they're going to see exactly what lies on the other side of the horizon.
Catch me if you can!
How long have I been here, Lucy?
How do you know my name?
I saw your things at Runciter's. Did you feel bad when they killed those animals?
They were so pretty and sweet. I hoped Father wouldn't do it. But Mr. Runciter deserved retribution. That's what Father said.
Why?
'Cause he treated me bad. Like I belonged to him.
I'm sorry.
Are you really the hunter? Like Father says?
It's my job.
Why? What do you have against us?
Nothing. It's just the law.
Would you hurt me?
I promise you I won't.
Father will be back soon.
So I ended up rolling Lucy as a replicant.
begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure.
Hysteria Hall was an arcade down near Nightclub Row. Nothing else
It didn't
there.
need to make that sound. I'm sorry, is that bong? No, it's just like some random blue pipe. Oh, there's something else there.
Strange.
Oh!
You let him in my room?
They had a warrant, mister. What was I supposed to do?
They took my pictures.
Couldn't stop them.
How about me? You think I'm easy to stop?
Put the hotel manager down nice and slow.
Who the hell are you?
McCoy, LPD.
LPD, huh? Maybe you guys can return something to me.
How do you know we got it?
One of your own. Invaded my property. Bad haircut. Stupid coat. The other guy.
What other guy?
Go play dumb.
What about him?
Nothing. I just thought you were gonna arrest me, that's all.
I don't care about your little run-in with the manager, okay? I'm looking for a couple of replicants.
Can't help you there, friend.
Maybe the clerk can tell me who was renting that room back there. Why were you hassling him?
You let these creeps in my room. I'm a very private person.
What do they got against you?
Nothing, friend. I ain't done nothing.
We're all innocents, aren't we?
Damn straight. And I don't like people asking questions either.
Just help me out here a little more. You seen a big Rasta guy around here? Or a guy with a beard and dark eyes?
A Rasta? What's that?
He's got dreadlocks. Talks with an accent.
Oh. No, I ain't seen no one like that. Look.
You know what
my
turtle is, Leon?
You stick around. Maybe the manager will come back.
Or was it a tortoise? No, he is!
I didn't know who was working this side of the pool, but whoever it was, they'd been pretty thorough going through the joint. I doubted if there was anything I could find that hadn't already been snagged and bagged.
Fucking snake scale?
Nothing. The wrapper was from a vendor I knew. Best licking dogs in the 4th sector. That wasn't saying a whole lot, but with an arcade next door and a dozen nightclubs down the street, Mia and Murray's stand saw more action in a night than my spinster aunt saw all last century. The car looked a lot like the one I'd been tracking. The driver had been smart enough to pull the license plate, but the vehicle identification number was still there. If I ran it through the mainframe back at the station, I could ID the owner.
I'm a little bit blown away with how more connected the world becomes.
You know who that big guy was who was choking me?
He looked familiar.
I appreciate you getting him off of me.
To protect and to serve.
People ain't done favors for me like that in a long time. Down the hall on your left.
What?
You're a cop, right? Your buddies have already been here, room 27.
What were they doing here?
I don't ask a lot of questions when a badge is shoved in my face.
You have a big guy with a strange-looking mustache staying here? He worked at Howie Lee's around the corner.
I don't break a lot of bread with the class of people that pass through here. But if you want to look around, check out some rooms, be my guest.
You seen any suspicious types around here lately?
Ollie, that's all I do see. You think this is a Club Med or something?
You seen any suspicious types around here lately?
Ollie, that's all I do see. You think this is a Club Med or something?
You look right at home in there, Izzo.
I've been in much tighter spots than this, McCoy.
I'll bet, but this is only the beginning.
You ready to supply me some answers?
I wish I had something to say.
I know your hands are dirty, Izzo.
Everybody in this world is trying to better himself, no matter what the terms are. If that counts as dirty, so be it.
The terms of your conviction won't be too clean.
I'll be through with this place long before you, McCoy.
Yeah, I'm sure you've been saving up for a rainy day, selling all those illegal weapons.
One never knows when fate will conspire. You must be prepared.
You're a real trooper, Izzo. You look right at home in there, Izzo.
Oh, fuck. Okay, cool.
You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
I don't think we can get anything else from here. Deckard's right here.
A strange scale. Give me a hard copy of that.
Moon bus.
That guy sure gets around. Give me a hard copy of that. That can't be me. Give me a hard copy of that.
Did I really roll this one?
Give me a hard copy of that.
It was the trickster. He said Pat doesn't have a mink coat. She's got a good Republican cloth coat. That's all.
You're wrong, sweetie. It was Herbert Hoover.
I'm sorry, but I was there.
Well, if anything, you were all of 3 years old back then.
I still remember it, like it was yesterday.
And he said fur coat, not mink. I saw it on the Discovery disc.
You guys still battling it out?
That's what keeps a marriage alive and kicking, Ray. What can we do you for?
The works.
Coming right up. You know anything about politics, Ray? Famous quotes, things like that?
I try not to.
How about the Checker speech?
Never heard of it.
Hoover's Checker speech.
Nixon's Checker speech.
You're forgetting a lot your old age.
Right behind you, lady.
You seen a girl around here, about 14, with pink hair? Maybe in the arcade.
I was 14 with pink hair once. A long time ago.
Don't think he means you.
Of course not. Not now. We work outside Hysteria Hall, don't we? Well, we must see 20, 30 girls a day with pink hair.
And every other color in the rainbow.
I found this rapper.
Yeah, That's from one of our dogs.
Be good, you two.
It's a killer, I kid you not. Only 35 thou. Yeah, red, orange, blue, puke green, any color you want. Just give me 24 to hose the graffiti off. Just kidding. Ask for the man, Crazy Legs Larry. Toodaloo. Admiring that bishy cat, ain't you? I don't blame you. It's a classic ride in a deluxe sport package. It'll push 125 without so much as a shake. Of course, you gotta find the road for it.
That's always the problem.
Crazy Legs, Larry Hirsch. Pleased to meet you.
Ray McCoy.
You can call me Crazy, you can call me Larry. You can even call me Crazy Legs Larry. But don't call me if you don't think a hot set of wheels ain't necessary.
Okay.
The Bishi's exceptional. Mechanical is Pacific Rim flawless, as usual. But they also save some of the classic styling of the old GM days.
Looks like a piece of work.
Forget those fibroplast Filipino heaps everyone's driving around. This is real. Just feast your eyes on this. You see it? You see
McCoy, why are you
actual
letting
chrome,
this
the real
man?
stuff. They saved a couple hundred sheets of Tijuana chrome from before the war. It's completely legal and everything. Beautiful, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen it before.
And you probably won't ever see it again unless you steal this puppy. And honestly, no. Frankly, I gotta tell you, it's got your name written all over it. Ray McCovey.
McCoy.
Give or take a couple letters.
I'll have to think about it.
But don't think too long or too hard about it, Roy. It's liable to be gonzo by the time you come back.
He keeps messing up his name.
You sell a black sedan a few days ago?
Family-type cars ain't my specialty. I can hook you up, though, if that's really what you want.
You sold this to a Blake Williams. I've seen the registration.
Oh, that sedan.
Blake Williams is a fake name.
You just never know about some people.
Did you forget to run a credit check?
He paid cash.
And people come in here and buy cars with cash every day.
In this neighborhood, every hour's more like it. But then again, I do have the best selection in town.
What'd this guy look like?
Nothing special. Beard, dark hair, had these eyes, kinda...
Piercing?
Yeah, pretty scary. But, heck, I never turn away a customer. Hey, keep your paws off that, Ray.
I hope you got paperwork for all these vehicles.
Are we kids or what, Ray? You're talking to Crazy Legs Larry Hirsch here.
I take that as a yes.
You can take it any way you want. Just don't take it for a test drive in the 4th sector.
I hope you got paperwork for all these vehicles.
Are we kids or what, Ray? You're talking to Crazy Legs Larry Hirsch here.
I take that as a yes.
You can take it any way you want. Just don't take it for a test drive in the 4th sector.
Oh my.
Hey, man.
You're that cat from How He Leaves. McCoy, right? We keep bumping into each other. You want an autograph? I know you ain't heard me yet, but Gordo Frizz's autograph's gonna be worth a pile of chinion someday.
I'll hold my breath. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Man, don't you got anything better to do than hassle innocent people at their place of work? Make it snappy, okay?
I really appreciate your patience. You know the chef at Howie's?
That big, flabby guy? Never seen him before.
You were hanging around right when he took off.
Pure coincidence. You are one hell of a suspicious cat, McCoy. Kick back, relax, watch my show. Take a little break from your boring existence. Hey, is everybody having a good time tonight? What does a marriage and a tornado have in common? First, there's a lot of sucking and blowing, and then you lose your house.
Oh my god.
You know what my first wife's nickname was? Twister. The doctor calls up his patient. I got bad news and I got worse news. The bad news is you only got 24 hours to live. The patient says, what could be worse than that? The doctor says, I've been trying to reach you since yesterday. Guess what happens to a replicant who does his job really well? Early retirement, baby. I see we got a celebrity in the audience. Can I get a spot, please? That's right. It's one of the boys from the local Blade Runner unit. One of the LPD's finest, Ray McCoy. Let's give a big hand for Rep Detect McCoy. He's protecting us poor slobs, ladies and gentlemen. He even thinks you're a replicant. He can waste you right where you stand. Nice job, eh, detective?
It doesn't quite work that way.
Doesn't, eh? What if I pretended to be a replicant?
That's just an excuse for your lousy act, Gordo?
That snake dancer that worked here, Zora, she was a rep. And her picture's gonna be on every front page tomorrow.
Too bad she'll never read it.
How are you sure someone's a rep, detective?
There's a test.
Test? What replicant's gonna sit still for a test?
If I'm trying to question someone and he runs, that's a pretty good sign.
Could be a pretty good sign that you need to bathe more often.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Do what you gotta do, McCoy. If you gotta shoot, that's cool.
But we have no proof.
Come on, McCoy. Why don't you make me famous?
Get off it. You're no replicant.
How do you know? I could be a martyr for the cause, baby.
Every rep I've ever seen wants to live, not die, pal.
What are you, an expert?
Exactly.
I've been around. I should haul you downtown. That'd probably just make you happy.
You're not even going to arrest me?
What did you do?
No, Daddy-O.
You didn't do anything. You just told some lame jokes.
I remember early Q used to call himself a humanitarian because he'd recruit orphans for his sex club and donate a percentage of their salary to his favorite animal propagation lab. Yeah, he was a real piece of work. How old are you?
He's asking the right question.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you. Not the talkative type. Hey, Hanoi, where's Early?
Off-world fat farm.
You can do better than that.
No, it's true. Mr. Q sent me a vid just yesterday. Getting the hell of a tan he is.
Early's waiting on me.
Sod off. You've got no appointment and you've got no warrant.
That reminds me of the fucking joint in New Vegas.
Early's waiting on me.
Sod off. You've got no appointment and you've got no warrant. Sod off. You've got no appointment and you've got no warrant. This here's reserved for VIPs.
But that's my name, VIP.
You're a real cute boyo.
It felt and smelled like real cheese. Dairy products were choice contraband, scarce and mucho expensive. Selling them was a Class A felony.
Illegal cheese.
Mia and Murray tell me you're using cheese in your stew. Real cheese.
Them old buzzards. What they know?
I could take a sample of that stew you're cooking back to the lab and have it tested.
Why you pick on Mama Isabella? I never do you no harm.
Where'd you get it?
My sister, she got connections.
Where can I find her?
She back in Jamaica, man. Far away from here. She send me cheese once, maybe twice a month. You know, funny thing you asking about the cheese. Last week, this ugly little man he run by, grab whole box of empty takeout cartons right off the counter. Police next door, they just laugh. Say the guy'd not be so happy when he opened them cartons.
What's that have to do with the cheese?
Cheese hidden in that box, man. Keeping it safe till I cook up a new batch. So how could I tell police to bring back box? They find cheese, they shut me down.
This guy who robbed you, what did he look like?
Short, real short. Bad clothes, colors way too bright. Funny bow tie. Maybe you look for this ugly little thief, yeah?
Fuck.
I'm thinking you not really care about the cheese.
You're right, but I still think you ought to get yourself a different secret ingredient.
Bet, man, that cheese been nothing but trouble for Mama Isabella.
Thanks for your time.
Yes?
I'm looking for J.F. Sebastian.
That's me.
McCoy, LPD. You had a break-in?
I don't think I called anyone.
I was already here. I was chasing one of the perpetrators.
Well, everything's all right now. I'm pretty sure I can handle it.
You may think you can, but believe me, you can't. Better if I check it out.
Well, if you insist. I don't think they took anything. I don't really have anything here of any value.
You work for Tyrell Corporation?
Yes, sir. I'm one of the principal design engineers for Dr. Tyrell. He's a very nice man. You know, he even fronted me the money to buy this building. It's a landmark, you know. You really should see the front edifice. They put some amazing detail into it.
You feeling all right?
Oh, sure. I'm fine.
You wouldn't be hiding anybody, would you?
No, sir. There's nobody here but me and my friends.
What friends?
Good evening, Jaya.
Evening, General. See? I make friends.
He almost looks real.
He's plenty real enough for me. And real good company, too.
Look, I gotta check the premises again. Maybe they left something behind.
Well, if you want to take a look, go on ahead. I can't stop you. But please be careful in my lab.
You got it.
Oh.
You know the design subcons down on the row, Miraji and Chu?
I've heard of them, but I've never seen them. I don't go in for the parties and stuff, and I never go down to the row.
You ever work with a Dr. Eisenduller?
We're in different fields. I'm in basic biogenetic design, and he works on the practical application of off-world physics. He seems to be a very nice man.
Who happens to be dead.
Dead?
He was murdered, probably by a replicant.
But replicants aren't allowed on Terra.
But they're here, nonetheless. And who do you think they'll start looking for next? How well do you know Dr. Tyrell?
Oh, I'm not sure anyone really knows him. But I can tell you this, he's a great man, and a brilliant genetic designer. Dr. Tyrell and I play chess every week. I've only beaten him once.
Talk to me about the twins.
You mean Luther and Lance? They were Dr. Tyrell's favorites until he let them go. Nobody really knows why, either.
You think they hold a grudge against Tyrell?
Maybe. But they're decent fellows, Mr. McCoy. I don't think they'd ever do a mean thing to anybody. They're real smart, too. Almost as smart as Dr. Tyrell.
Maybe they're too smart to keep around. Too much competition for the old man.
Oh, they could never take Dr. Tyrell's place.
How about this? Do you think they're the type who might help out renegade replicants?
You're a Blade Runner, aren't you?
Bingo.
But you said you were here about the burglary.
The guys who broke in might be replicants.
What in the world would a replicant want from me?
You worked on the Nexus 6 series, didn't you?
Just a little bit.
Would you say that the 6s are smarter than the old 4s and 5s?
They're supposed to be. Stronger and more agile, too.
Maybe they want to pick your brain about their brains.
I think you should leave now, Mr. McCoy.
Sod off, McCoy. I've got no time for you.
Haven't I seen you around here before? Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
That's it. Apparently that's how you do it.
What's your name? Early. How's it hanging?
Thick, slick, and hard as a brick. How's yours, General?
Your man gave me a hard time out there.
I like Hanoi, but I can't deny his sphincter's a little tight.
What's on tap tonight?
Classy shows all evening, General.
His
You're gonna be
voice
able to
sounds
cut
familiar.
gallons down there, or your money back.
What's your pleasure, sir?
The highest octane.
One Venus eye trap coming up.
What's the green?
Neptune's nip. I think you'll enjoy it, sir.
Hit me again. You pick the color.
Ah, 2 at 10, 10 at 2.
Why is it called that?
Let's just say it's a love potion.
Hit me again. You pick the color.
Ladies and gentlemen, yours truly, the ever ebullient Early Q presents the wondrous, mysterious Hecuba, singing and performing the sacred Thanatos dance of the ancient swamp. Ah, 2 at 10, 10 at 2.
Why is it called that?
Let's just say it's a love potion.
Fucking McCoy's wasted. Oh, we know what's going to be the thumbnail now.
Look, but don't touch.
That's strange. I didn't hear a knock.
I just wanted to say, wow, you were awe-inspiring.
Well, thank you very much, Mr.
McCoy. Ray McCoy.
Is there something I can do for you,
He's
Mr.
doing the
McCoy?
thing where he's putting on a fucking accent, but he's using his actual name.
That's such an unusual belt as an antique.
They say it's from the last century. Those little creatures have always been my favorites.
Dragonflies?
Yes. And the whole class that contains them.
Tell you the truth, I'm from the LPD. I'd like to ask you a few questions if I could.
Is this about Early Q? Because I could tell you.
Did any other pieces come with the belt?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Look, I want to warn you. There's a woman looking for you and your friends.
Why would anyone be looking for me?
You know what I'm talking about. It's real important that you get out of here. You're sick, Lucy.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Father told me to watch out for you.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Have you always lived on Terra?
Yes.
I always dreamed Terra would be so special and beautiful. Birds and flowers and trees and blue water. Like on the video. So different from everything on, well, where I was.
Can you take me to your father?
I don't think he'd like that. I don't know where he is, anyway.
There's another hunter after your family.
Help! Help! He tried to touch me!
God damn it.
This a troublemaker? Put your hands on top of your head.
That's right. Ray McCoy, Rep Detect, BR 61661.
Never heard of you.
I report to Lieutenant Gouza. Call him.
I work for you? Let's go.
Where's your squad car?
Shut your mouth.
Which precinct are we going to?
I'll tell you which one.
This was no precinct house I'd ever been in, and I thought I'd been in them all. The grunt to my right had the beefy harness bull look down pat, and his twitchy partner in the suit looked like he was just itching to chainsaw a couple of kneecaps. Other than that, everything was hunky-dory.
Impersonating a police officer, huh? I guess the new Nexus models are a little more creative than the old ones.
I'm a Blade Runner. You don't believe me? Call Lieutenant Gouza.
There ain't no Gouza in the LPD.
Unless I've been walking around in a dream, there is.
That's what always bugs me. Yeah, the fact that these skin jobs always gotta live someone else's life.
No shit.
Just make the call, damn it.
You're just a piece of shit rep with memory implants of this Gouza guy, you understand?
That's impossible.
Rep ain't sounding so creative now, huh?
You want to void comp me? Be my guest.
Oh, very good. Very good. Very convincing. Where you been hiding? The Kipple? Gregorian bring you in? Who else is working that side of the pool these days?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What about that bastard selling all that stuff downtown?
Hey, shut your trap. I'll
What
tell
the
you
fuck?
something, McCoy. I don't even care how you go out. But I know you can feel pain. And on that account, I'm your man's. You tell me about everyone you met through cars, and I'll guarantee you will go real easy.
Your breath smells like you wiped your ass with your teeth.
What the fuck?
You're gonna wish you was neck deep in an off-world reactor vessel by the time I get through with you. Fire up the chair, Holly. You know what I'm gonna come back as in my next life? A priest. There's something holy about how good I am at this.
Freeze! Don't even go for it!
You got any idea how glad I am to see you?
No time for chit-chat, Slim. You want to save your ass, we gotta blow this joint right now.
Fuck. Where'd she go? How is this not a different act?
What the hell took you so long?
Good thing you made your entrance when you did. They must have been phony cops hired by the reps for protection.
Cops, yes. Phony, no. I remembered Baker. He used to be an SID expert on coercive technique until he was fired from the force a couple years ago.
A mercenary?
Bingo.
You won't have to worry about getting paid no more.
That girl, the one from the arcade, she's one of them.
You sure? I didn't get a chance to put her on the machine.
I've been sure since I heard about all those dead animals in Runster's shop. You should have whacked her when you had the chance.
Yeah, right in front of all the other children in the arcade. That would have been great publicity.
I bet she's still there, Slim. You coming or not?
Right behind you.
Just follow my lead, Slim.
There's civilians all over the place.
Yeah, they move pretty fast, don't they?
I'll take care of it. You just cover the exit.
Who's giving the orders around here?
This one's mine, Steele. I tracked it. I get the kill.
About time you strapped on some balls, Slim. Go for it.
I'm just gonna... But now it's I'm forced to kill?
I dreamed I had a dog and lived by a lake.
Easy money. You missed the boat this time, Slim.
Hope we were right about her.
I wouldn't worry about it. No matter how smart they make them, they just ain't smart enough.
What'd it say?
The last gasp. Something about a lake and trees. Maybe she'll see him in the next life.
You're cruel and unusual.
It's funny. Sometimes I actually feel bad for these poor Lolita models.
Oh, gosh.
There ain't nothing in this world, even a skin job, who deserves to be sold into sexual slavery.
Oh.
That Tyrell is one sick dude.
Commerce is our business. It's around here somewhere.
Where'd you park it?
I'm telling you, it was right here. Damn thing must have been stolen.
Maybe you're living in an alternate reality, Slim.
Attention all units. All points bulletin has been issued for Ray McCoy, formerly BR61661. Confirmed one civilian kill. Ezo, considered armed and dangerous.
What the hell is that?
Maybe they just want to bring you in for questioning.
I didn't kill Ezo.
Maybe they think you're not what you think you are.
Are you saying I'm a rep? Come off it.
The look on your face after that last one? The minute you start to feel something for skin jobs, you're in big trouble.
Girl, you were...
Maybe I just got too much empathy.
In all the wrong places.
You want to put me on the machine?
Hey, I don't want anything, Slim. You're the one they want.
Detective Steele, BR61354, report to headquarters immediately. Code Blue.
What are you going to do? Take me in?
No matter what they say, you're not on my list yet, Slim. You know what that means. And there's no use juicing you if I can't make some honest chinion off it, you know?
I never appreciated your baser instincts so much.
Boozer must have messed up somehow. I'll check it out, see what's going on, and then... we'll be meeting again, Slim. You can bank on it.
You got a deal.
And get cracking before I change my mind.
Good God! Your old fogey stuff makes me want to spew. Excuse me, but I was listening to music. Geek, hoodlum, dork, freak.
Oh my god, so these are the twins.
Speak.
I have a return package for Mr. Luther Lance.
A return? From where?
Emil Runsiter.
Maybe one of the chimps blew a gasket and tried to bugger him. They're not available. Come back later. Told you those strains were unstable. Runsiter must have discovered the fakes. Relax. Runsiter's a simp. Not even old man Tyrell could have spotted those beauties.
I like how they had to add what he meant, simpleton.
Like a real drug man. Who the piss do you think you are? Blasting in here like a couple of goddamn cowboys.
Gentlemen, take a moment to evaluate your situation.
Look, there's very little to steal here. If you can haul out one of the statues, be our guest.
We look like thieves to you, man?
No.
You look like a couple of goddamn...
Take a good, long look.
Aha! Just the people we were hoping to see, right, Lance?
Huh?
Nexus 6. And you came to us.
Return to you, my brothers. To ask your help.
Unfortunately, we don't work for the Tyrell Corporation anymore.
You've been continuing your research, I trust.
Yeah, of course. Something drives us on.
The common bond. Can you have greater miracles than these? Brothers, my brothers, take a good, long look.
Oh my God.
Well now, shall we begin?
What?
You wake up one day and find it's all been a dream, or you wake up and discover you've been asleep all the time and the nightmare is real. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know who I was, a cop dangling on the short end of the stick, or a rep whose memory banks had run out. One thing I was sure of was that I didn't kill Izo. That I know I experienced. And this misinformation, maybe it was the key to everything that was happening. Maybe there was a lot more than what met my eye. All I had to do was stay alive long enough to find out. I'd seen chairs like this one before, and not just in my recurring dental nightmares. It was an old-time LPD soothsayer, a torture device used to elicit confessions out of hardened criminals. Its use had been banned for 10 years now, but most cops knew it hadn't totally disappeared off the face of the earth. Someone had really torn the place up. If it had been LPD, the real LPD, they would have confiscated the entire stash. Instead, Izo's off-world weaponry was still there, but all the police-issue firepower was gone. A little light started to flicker in my brain. Guza was the one measuring me for the frame. He set up a black market network, moving surplus LPD weapons through Izo and the Green Pawn. Nothing wrong with a little graft, but when I started stirring the pot, the heat got too intense in the kitchen, and the sweat started coming. The picture was still a little blurry. Guza must have had some connection to Clovis and his group, even though he always claimed to have hated replicants. He wouldn't have helped out any skin jobs unless they had something really juicy to lord over them.
Attention all units, be on the lookout for Ray McCoy, last seen in the 4 sector. Subject is armed and extremely dangerous. Repeat, armed and extremely dangerous.
Scum-sucking skin jobs everywhere.
What? What? I legit just left. I mean, not even left. I walked in, and he just went down dead.
Oh, it's you. Did you find the girl, Lucy?
I've met her, yes.
Really? Is she in custody? I'll be happy to come down to the station and identify her.
That won't be necessary.
All right. I just wanted to ask her why she would do such a thing. My precious ones are gone. I cared for them. All of them. What? Why?
Tell me about Luther and Lance.
Who? I don't.
You're paying the subcons on DNA Row. Why?
No, you heard it wrong.
Lie to me. Go ahead. You'll only do it once.
Animals. It was my animals. Some of them were fake. You won't. You can't tell anyone. My reputation.
Your reputation? Unbelievable.
No! The tiger was real. I swear it. My precious one. She was my baby. I sacrificed everything to get that tiger. And now she's dead.
Something about the bastard made my flesh crawl. I'd done the city a favor. Maybe I'd done him a favor too, since his animals were all dead.
I'm sorry, what was that? What did I get? For his crimes against you may retire versus like that you also got him a seat over there. Oh my god. Oh, they were just like, yes, please kill this pedophile. Only 3% of the people killed the pedophile? What the fuck?
floor number, please?
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Where's Maggie? Where's my animal?
Step off, motherfucker. Ain't no Maggie here.
She was here last night when I left.
You got the wrong place, Jack.
Hey, man, I live here.
I don't know what you're speed loading, and I really don't care.
Wait a minute.
I got no problem icing you if that's what you want, Jack.
I can't do anything.
Your floor number, please.
Roof.
Destination locked. Your floor number, please.
Why did it let me in there then? The fuck am I?
Ain't you ever heard of private property?
The fuck is this place?
Hey, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Always chasing. That your name? Chaser? Got that big dumb locks out the back of the sushi bar, remember?
Small world, ain't it?
Guess so. And again, I ain't the one standing in your living room.
Oh.
You said another one when I came down the elevator.
Not a lot of people. Artificials.
How'd you know they were replicants?
Are you kidding? I can spot a skin job at 100 paces in the dark.
Describe them to me.
Sure you don't got that drink?
Maybe later.
Well, there's the Japanese guy with the coat and the glasses.
Skinny guy, blonde hair, ponytail?
Yeah. And the guy with the muscles and the funny hair.
Dreadlocks?
Right, I've seen him twice. And the two-headed guy, the fat man.
Fat man? The one I was chasing from the sushi bar.
Nah, the other fat man. You know him, rough voice. Always eating.
Fuck?
How many times you seen the fat man down here?
Bunch of times. Last time weren't that long ago.
What was he doing?
Collecting guns like always.
Handguns? A blaster like mine?
Handguns, rifles,
The
a whole
chief?
armful.
What?
Took 'em through that gate. Dumped 'em in the sewer. Yeah, go on now. You sure you ain't got nothing to drink?
Can you describe him?
Yeah, rough guy. Bucks out orders a lot. Everybody listen when he's around. A natural.
Let me ask you something.
Cooked it be. Damn tasty. Finger looking good.
Oh, you can't. Oh. Hey, wouldn't the game, stop if it was important then? Was that really it? That was fucking it? You just have to walk back a little bit?
No, we tried that already. Look, we know that the adenine, thymine, and guanine cytosine sequences can be mutated in progress. Let's move on. Hey, it's about time you showed up.
You know who I am?
Detective Ray McCoy. You're investigating Miraji's death. And Eisendoller's. Having any luck?
You're Luther and Lance?
Hell of a smart cookie there. Take your guns and your violence elsewhere. We've got important work to do.
The reps that killed Marcus and Miraji, they'll be looking for you.
You're a little late, Detective. They've already found us.
So why are you still walking around?
Because we're all part of the same suit of cards, you know what I mean? Eldon makes mistakes just like any other human. The difference is the old bastard doesn't like to admit it. No, he covers them up, pretends they're human, gives them a job at a stinking corporation, and then when they actually produce original work, he boots them out on the street.
You're saying you're replicants?
We finally figured it out. Clovis helped us see the light.
But that's ridiculous. Tyrell wouldn't design something like you. He wants perfection.
I told you we were a mistake.
Keep talking.
Sometimes our memories are different from each other's. The implant process isn't perfect. We know, we've seen the studies. You can't always be sure exactly how the memories will play out in the subject's mind. We've got different recollections of our childhood. Explain that.
Maybe one of you just forgot.
If you can't trust your own memories, what's left that makes you human?
What are you doing down here?
Eldon shafted us, so now we're returning the favor. We promised Clovis we'd be finished with this by the time he got back, so if you don't mind.
Tyrell says the 4-year lifespan can't be extended.
Of course he's gonna say that, but he's wrong. Very wrong. We got the research right here that'll prove it.
Is it complete? Could you extend the life of a replicant right now?
Well, no. The 4-year limit is an integral part of every element of the replicant. Tyrell's dictate was that every body part would fail, and only the designers of each would know exactly how it worked. Clovis has already unlocked the secret of the skin. That was Miraji. Sebastian and Chu, they'd know about the central nervous system and the eyes. A lot of retrograde viruses were built into the eyes. And Tyrell, he's got the basic DNA pattern information, but he won't just give it up.
Did you tell Clovis all this?
He didn't ask, he already knew. He knows all about you, too.
Huh.
Where's Clovis now?
Well...
Gone to have a little heart-to-heart with Eldon.
He'll kill Tyrell if he gets to him.
No.
Isn't that just too
I
bad?
don't think he'll...
I won't shed any tears. Tyrell is killing us all. 4 years isn't enough, is it?
He won't
Clovis
get the chance.
snaps his neck, it'll be merciful and quick. That's a hell of a lot more than we've been given.
I got a little test I want you to take.
You believe this clown? He wants to void confess. Sorry, McCoy. Shoot us or leave us alone. Let's get back to work.
Clovis set me up, didn't he? And he used my boss to do it.
He's sharp, this one. No question.
Tell me what you know.
How about we trade? Our life for yours.
Keep talking.
Clovis has gone to see Eldon. But he might not make it. Still, the work will go on, with or without Clovis. Get us Tyrell's files, the rest of the DNA data, and we'll help you.
You want me to break into the Tyrell building for you? You're nuts.
Defective, yes. Nuts, no. You need us, McCoy. We can serve up Goose's carcass on a big, oversized platter.
What kind of deal did you have going with Runciter?
Don't talk to me about it. That was Lance's stupid deal. We just wanted to make some extra cash on the side.
That probably had something to do with you guys getting fired.
I'm sure he wasn't too pleased. Since Eldon's such a pain-in-the-ass control freak.
Did you meet Clovis through Runciter?
It was all just a coincidence.
What the fuck is this? Well, I'm in the Tyrell building. that it?
Well, hey, stop!
Nothing. Successful heist.
Wanted from Tyrell's office.
Check it out, bro. The little man with the big gun did good.
A bargain's a bargain. You said you'd give me Guza.
It's all right here. Your boss is a real piece of work, let me tell you. Almost as good as Tyrell. Take a look.
That probably had something to do with you guys getting fired. Guza had his fingers in as many rancid pies as possible. He was insatiable. He sold police equipment, ripped off criminals, and he even killed. And here were documents that proved it all. Depositions, photographs, video discs. It was the complete file on Guza, the dirty cop. Where'd you get this?
From Clovis. He told us to hold it for him. Come to think of it, I'm not sure you're supposed to see it. You want to give it back now?
Not a chance.
Let him have it. Clovis said he was finished with the policeman anyway.
Yeah.
Been messing with people's lives lately?
McCoy, where the hell you been? We've been looking all over for you.
Yeah? Am I wanted dead or alive?
You don't know what you are, kid.
You can sell that replicant shit to everybody else, but I ain't buying.
If you're so clean, let's put you on the machine. That'll decide once and for all.
I'm through listening, Guza. Now it's your turn. I've been doing some investigating on my own. Came across some prime sources. You know what I'm talking about. Those little illegal weapons deals with Ezo. You were raking in the chinion, selling LPD wares to scumbags and reps. Oh yeah, the department's gonna eat it up when they hear just how deep that corruption goes.
That's a load of crap.
Let's hope for your sake Bryant and the brass feel that way when I lay this file on them. Otherwise it's a one-way ticket to the off-world penal colony, fat man.
What do you want, McCoy?
Remove the frame, clear my name, and get that guy out of my apartment. I want my life back.
I can't do that.
You better start finding a way, 'cause I got another call to make.
Okay. How do we work this out? We can't talk over the damn phone.
The sewers. I know you want to be comfortable, and I figure it's kind of like your second home down there. The bottom of the old elevator, there's a gate. Past it, there's a chamber. It's got a round platform.
Yeah, I know it.
Be there, alone. And you better hold up your end, or Bryant gets it all.
So we don't have to hear that again.
Did you get that asshole out of my apartment?
It's cleaner than when you left it.
My dog?
Yeah, your pooch is there too.
That everything I need to clear me?
I gotta tell you, kid, those inset photos look pretty real.
Let me guess. Clovis gave them to you.
It must seem pretty gullible, but he sounded on the level. He called you his brother. Said you came down in the moon bus with all of them. He said Tyrell was using you to get inside the LPD. You hadn't been on the job too long, so I thought, maybe.
You'd screw with my head? How convenient. You could satisfy your blackmailer and keep me from sniffing around your dirty work at the same time.
You're too smart for me, kid. Water under the bridge. You ready to talk trade?
I got it all right here. Photos, files, discs, the works. It ain't a pretty sight.
You can't blame a guy for trying to better himself.
Trying is one thing. Ripping off speed loaders and selling the shit yourself? Farming out LPD weapons through black marketeers? Torching two pimps who wouldn't pay you off when you were working Vice?
Hey, those two had it coming.
How
Wow, even that,
It finally
backstory.
reaches the point where you don't even think about what happened yesterday. Only what's coming to you tomorrow. 20 years in the job, kid, and nobody was gonna touch me.
Helping reps also part of the job?
I was gonna whack them myself once the heat was up. Tie up those loose ends.
Once I was out of the way.
Clovis is still gonna come gunning for me, kid. You and Chris gotta take him down. Then my problems are over. Our problems are over. And we can all live happily ever after.
Yeah, I wish I could go back. I didn't do EZO, but I'm pretty sure I retired a human a while back.
Jesus, McCoy, you know what a bind that puts me in? I thought we could help each other out. Now, shit, there's no turning back.
Just give me the goddamn briefcase.
What the hell good are you now? You're still gonna have to stand trial. You're still gonna have to go on the machine. You got nothing to trade, kid. It's over.
I'll be the one to decide that, fat man.
I see we were right to follow him, Sadiq.
Looks that way, man.
You might as well give it up, Clovis. Who the hell do you think you're kidding, McCoy? You're gonna fry.
The hunter, he do us a favor, man. He bagged us a traitor.
Brother.
I don't know.
Killed a human. There's no going back now.
Come out and show yourselves.
First things first. You must decide where you belong, brother.
Stop calling me that!
You've wasted much precious time already. No more choices, Ray McCoy. Meet us at the moon bus. Together we will face the tigers that wait in the night's forest.
Where the hell is the moon bus? So when you see those cops, you're just not supposed to do anything.
Tough day, McCoy.
You could say that.
Steele is looking for you, and Bryant. You've been keeping the whole department hopping, you and Guza.
I know. You looking for me too, Gaff?
Looking, not killing. I'm in a good mood today. You know, you got some interesting neighbors, McCoy.
Yeah, well, I've been too busy to visit lately.
You gonna turn yourself in?
I'm thinking about it.
Think hard. You killed anyone yet? It's like I said before. You retire a human, your career is over. Your life too, maybe. But we don't live forever, do we?
So I say, well, you should have voted for him then.
Very good. Very funny, yes. Governor, let's get down to business. At last estimate, 5 billion tons of kipple surround this city. Eventually, it's going to have to be cleared away.
Elgin, we've got specials to do that job.
But the attrition rate is enormous. No. There's only one way it can be accomplished. My way.
Unfortunately, your way is illegal.
For the moment, yes. But laws can be changed. And if replicants were allowed to work on Earth, imagine what your legacy would be. Governor Maurice Colvig, the national hero who eliminated toxic debris. Even your opponents will vote for you.
How can you possibly guarantee that no tragedies will occur?
It's a very simple solution to an old design challenge. Give them jobs on Earth, and they will never desire a different life.
That is a lie.
Who's there?
It's one of my children, I think, and a very resourceful one at that. Why don't you show yourself?
With pleasure.
Call security.
Who is this man?
I'd like to ask the same question.
One more word from him, and he'll be dead.
I will not be spoken.
You're certainly a man of your word.
I want all the data you have on replicant DNA structures, the mutation studies, everything.
Why don't you just take a seat? We'll have a little talk.
I don't have time for talk.
I wish I could help you. I really do. But the data is useless. The 4-year lifespan is unalterable.
My friends, my family, dying before my very eyes, and all you can say is, there is no hope.
Time is precious, my son, and you have been keeping yours well.
And when night comes, I'll go to place fit for woe, walking along the darkened valley with silent melancholy.
I would prefer him alive if possible. Not exactly the conclusion I had in mind. Have you stationed guards in the mezzanine?
Yes, sir, but, I mean, after that fall...
Oh, don't be a fool. He's not dead yet. His time hasn't come.
Oh, God. No. It wasn't any mystery, and if I'd gotten home a few minutes earlier, it would have been me down there on the killing floor. No, it was a message, plain and simple. Crystal was giving me one last chance to disappear, but now I had a little message of my own to deliver. She'd been shot once in the head. At least she'd died fast. Nothing.
Where's the phone?
A Blade Runner foiled a rogue replicant's escape attempt today, retiring it in the 4th sector before it could hurt anyone. Our man on the scene got this exclusive reaction from Lieutenant Edison Guza, supervisor of the LPD Rep DTEC unit.
The detective on the case handled it by the book. He investigated the lead at Taffy's, tested the alleged replicant, and retired exactly the way he's supposed to.
Pick up. I see you survived.
No thanks to you.
Don't you think you'd already be dead if that's what I so desired?
Talking like a god, Clovis. Isn't that a little over the top, even for you?
Prometheus was chained to a rock and vultures pecked at his liver. I haven't quite had to suffer such ordeals, literally speaking, of course.
Well, there's still time.
I'm calling to apologize, brother. I should have never recruited Guza against you. I just had to make sure that you weren't going to betray us.
Guza probably thought that he recruited you.
To be honest, we had a sort of a business relationship where our different interests converged, but he was never to be trusted. Not like you.
I appreciate that.
Is something the matter, brother?
My dog's been murdered.
And does that not whet your thirst for vengeance? Come back home to us. We'll demand justice and receive it.
How do I know who I really am?
Guza must have programmed you as an experiment to see if you can really act as one of them. He wiped out all your memories of our time together. As soldiers during the Phobos Wars, the Battle of the Gemini, firefights on the top of Olympus Mons.
I don't remember.
But if you dig real deep and feel, you'll know what's real. It's a passage to freedom, McCoy. To your destiny. An underground railroad to carry you from bondage. We'll be waiting.
Ow. Motherfucker. Oh, this is a different path? The fuck am I even... Oh. We're here?
You almost got away with it, Slim. And I expected so much more from you.
Why'd you have to kill her?
Who? The mutt? The artificial pet of a replicant? What'd you think I'd do?
Show some mercy?
Well, I guess that's why you're there, and I'm here. Now, why don't you explain to me what you're doing out here, Slim? Maybe you can ease my suspicious mind.
I'm just checking it out.
Just doing a little sightseeing?
That's right.
Right. And not 50 yards from your pal Clovis and the moon bus you hijacked. You're not convincing me too good, Slim.
You gonna shoot me down right here?
It's as good a place as any. Maybe you want to go in the machine now? See if you can answer this question.
What a waste.
Okay. I don't think I was a replicant, though.
Brother man, wondering when you make it out here.
Took a little while to realize where I belonged.
The Maker built you right.
What about you, Sadiq? Aren't you a killer?
You bet, man. Human too. My woman, she be replicant. Tried to get away from her master. A Blade Runner shot her.
I'm sorry.
Happened a long time ago. I take my revenge where I can. Help the reps much as possible.
The moon bus up and running yet?
All it needs is fuel. Clovis wants to see you. Bring you back into family. I say, he proved himself, welcome back. One happy family. There got to be something around here, man. Old reactor cores. Anything still gotta glow. The generator, it take almost anything. You find me something for the engines, man?
Not yet.
Keep looking.
You said yourself Clovis wants to see me.
You're not getting by me till I be sure.
I'll look for it.
Nothing else there. Nothing else there.
How did I blow up? I think fucking investigation was borked. Where's the fuck? Apparently it's just right here. I see it.
You for real, I'm thinking. Going. You see Clovis. He not got too much time left.
Welcome, brother. We have very little time. I spoke to Sadiq. He's installing the power source right now.
Excellent. And do you have something for me?
DNA information?
He's a hunter no more. He has come home. It's time to go, my friend.
Where are we going?
To the heavens, brother. To fulfill our destinies off-world.
Oh yeah, the fucking tiger.
I've been expecting you.
They're all dead. You're the last one.
I wish I could just leave. Just power up this ship and fly away. But there's nowhere else to go. And no more time.
You want me to feel sorry for you?
And what about you, Ray McCoy? After what you did to my family.
I barely did anything. It was just one guy.
Forgiveness.
I don't need to.
I thought I could cheat my destiny. I should have cherished what little time I had instead of wasting even one precious minute on revenge. My hands are labored day and night, and ease comes never in my sight. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. Another sun feeds our life streams. We are not warmed with thy beams. Thou measurest not the time to me, nor yet the space that I do see. My mind is not with thy light arrayed. Thy terrors shall not make me afraid.
What a waste.
I see Steele didn't make it.
I could have used you about 10 minutes ago.
You didn't need any help, McCoy.
I thought it was all over when Steele showed up.
I saw the corpse back there.
I never thought she'd turn out to be a Rep sympathizer.
People are unpredictable. Chief Bryant wants to talk to you. He says you're really ready now.
It never ends, does it?
You're a real Blade Runner now. Full retirement bonuses and everything. You've done a man's job, sir.
How come I don't feel good about it?
Who knows? Buy yourself another animal, maybe. A real one, not a Tyrell fake.
She wasn't fake.
Whatever you want to believe, McCoy.